Hey guys, Aliaster here, and welcome to Into the Breach. So, I was thinking we had enough of horror and action games for now, so we can go for something a bit different. So, this is a turn-based strategy game where we control a squad of 3 mechs and try to take down the VAC, which are the monsters in this game that are trying to destroy our cities. And I mean, whenever we fail, we jump back in time to do it all again. It's a fantastic game. I'm playing it on a Switch. Actually, it was a game that helped me with my burnout with the games, and I immediately fell in love with it. So let's jump right into it. We're starting a new game. Okay, humanity destroyed. Back threat unstoppable. So those are the aliens. Mission failed. Open a breach. Time to go back and try again. So yeah, this is our main menu. Our time travelers are basically our pilots. Each pilot should have can level up. Our combat mech options are now not amazing, but as you can see, we can unlock a bit more, like 7 more squads. Each place can totally different, I might say. But for now, let's go with the Rift Walker. It says we cannot do anything else. The combat mech, damage 2. This one, damage 1. Damage 1. I'm not gonna be explaining much right now, since there will be a lot of tutorials, and I will be doing them and reading them all, so that you get a nice hang of what's gonna happen. The battles, depending on how many islands we clear before we strike a victory, and squad-based achievements. So okay, without further ado, let's start. Rock and roll. All right, no way in hell I'm letting the VAC take the island this time. The islands. Okay, so we got 4 islands. As this is our new profile, we don't have access to any other islands. However, once we complete any other islands than the first one, we can start from the already unlocked island. So let's say we complete these 2 islands. On our next playthrough, we will be able to start here, here, and here. Okay, so let's jump in. Archiving. This museum island recreates old Earth as it was before the oceans rose and nearly wiped out humanity. The CEO is Dewey Olms. Environment is temperate. And the threat scanner. So this is basically the list of all the VAC which we will encounter in this island. So the ones in the VAC section are the regular VACs, and the leader is the island's boss, which we will only once we will become close to closing the island we will encounter. Okay, you showed up in the nick of time. The VAC are overrunning our island. The old Earth relics here still have some fight in them. They could help us. Right. Combat simulation. There is a combat simulation available to get new commanders up to speed with mechanized combat. Would you like to launch the simulation? Yeah, we will start the simulation. As I said, I'm pretty bad at explaining everything in this game, so we will go with the tutorial. So, the power grid. If you're wondering, this is the power grid. Whenever a building is damaged, it will be reduced. This is what delivers power to your mechs. So if it's reduced to 0, you lose. Basically, our health bar. And it goes down every time VAC destroys a single building. So, for instance, now the VAC is starting two buildings. If he would have done 2 damage, we would have taken 2 power grid damage. So, let's go. See, enemy attacks. Every enemy attack is forewarned. Yeah, this is great. Next turn, this one will attack the buildings. However, hover over an enemy to see details about its attack. So each time we have enemies, we know exactly which one is gonna attack, when, in what order all of the enemies are gonna attack. Okay, so combat mech. This is your combat mech. It can punch any adjacent tile. Use the left stick to hover over the mech and press the A button to select it. So that's what we're gonna do. And as you can see, this is our movement field. where we can move our mech to the max. So yeah, we're gonna move our mech here. Okay, weapon use. Use the ZR button to arm your primary weapon. You may not move after you shot your weapon, so it's very important to remember that once you perform an attack, you cannot move anymore. Okay, so yeah, let's punch him into the next week, So, boom. Okay, pushing enemies. Your max punch pushed this unit. It will now attack a new location. Pushes can save buildings from enemy attacks, or even make enemies attack each other. So this is a dominant theme in Into the Breach, where we will be constantly misplacing the enemies and redirecting them so our buildings don't get damaged, and maximizing our damage output by making enemies attack each other. Okay, so weapon effects. When aiming a weapon or examining an enemy effect, I can show you exactly what will happen. So pushing. An arrow on tile means a unit on that tile will be pushed. Damage. A number on the tile means the unit on that tile will be damaged. Push plus damage. Some weapons can cause multiple effects on a single tile. Okay, so end turn. When all of your mechs have used actions or there is nothing left for your units to do, you can end your turn. So press the Y button to end your turn, which we are gonna do now. And as you can see, our building was neatly saved. And now, yeah, now we're threatening. Okay, so our cannon mech now. This is your cannon mech. It shoots projectile that travels in straight line until it hits another object. So yeah, now we're gonna move our cannon mech here. We're gonna move you here. So, as you can see, this guy has only 1 HP, but he attacks for 3 points of damage. And the turn order is, as you can see, he will go first, he will go second. Doesn't concern us, since they will both be dead. Okay, 1. Okay, examine a weapon. When aiming a weapon, hold down the L button to get more information about the weapon. So we can do just that. So Taurus cannon. First, a powerful projectile that damages and pushes its targets. So not only will it damage this guy, we will also push him as well. Okay, let's end our turn. So now this is getting tricky, you might think. But our final unit, the artillery mech. The artillery weapons can shoot over obstacles. This is important since the other guys cannot do that, like mountains, but cannot shoot on adjacent tiles. So if somebody would be, if one of the enemies would have been in the space where the mountain is, the artillery could not have attacked that enemy directly. The artillery max weapon will only damage units on the center tile, while the units on adjacent tiles are pushed. So let's see now. Okay, yeah. This is what we will be doing pretty often, as we will be comboing. So as you can see, if we hit this enemy over here, those two guys are gonna get pushed, and if the enemies are not flying types, which those two are not, they will drown immediately. So let's look at that. Boom. See, drowning units. This unit fell into water, killing it instantly. So a hornet. Oh yeah. And here we can view the also. See, flying units can move over in any terrain tile without any damage to them. So, boom, boom. Now, yeah, we can return. Might regret it, but it's a tutorial. Okay, so completing missions. Every mission you win by surviving, and every mission you win by surviving until the Vec retreat. Bonus objectives. The mission also have bonus objectives. Completing this will earn you additional resources after the battle. Right. So what are we gonna do now? We move our artillery here. we move the cannon mech here, and we wait for now. So artillery fires on this space. So this guy gets killed, this guy gets moved, and everything is fine and dandy. Or we could start off with the Taurus cannon. This will move him here. This will damage this. Yeah, this is the play. So first off, Taurus cannon to move this this Hornet. Now artillery moves here. Now we have 2 enemies left. So pushing into objects, pushing units into objects, into things deals 1 additional damage to both. In this case, the extra damage kill the unit. Also worth mentioning, because there will be armored units along the way, which take reduced damage. The push damage always gets through any armor. Alright, so now move here and take care of this guy. Yeah, and see, only 1 guy left. Okay, so this guy it's basically his funeral. So, boom. And yeah, let's move our artillery here so that we have a wide range of motion once our next tournament starts. And you... Yeah, I think you're fine. Some. Okay, perfect victory. Thank you very much. We're all okay. Yes! Okay, congratulations on your first successful mission, Commander. I'm confident in your ability to save the planet after such extensive training. Okay, so simulation completed. Civilians protected, all of them. Okay, damaged power grid. The power grid connects every corporate island. Any damage takes in missions will persist. The VEC caused damage before you arrive, but there will be opportunities to restore. Every mission rewards. Every mission has different potential rewards for completing bonus objectives. You won't be able to do every mission on the island, so choose carefully. So power cores used to upgrade your mechs, very important. Grid power restores your power grid. If your power grid reaches 0, you lose. So this is basically how we restore our power to our damaged grid. Core reputation used to purchase items once the island is secure. So this is basically your money, which will only be able to spend once an island is complete. Okay, more warning, missions with more potential rewards will have additional dangers. Okay, do not kill the volatile VEC, protect the old earth bar, take less than 3 grid damage or support. Okay, I think for a warm-up, we're gonna go with this mission. Since we don't have any power cores on this island, it's a matter of actually getting the money. I think because we could do it. Yeah, I think it's okay. We're gonna go with the old earth part for now. Okay, we recently got a few old earth jets in the air. Many people aren't the most skilled pilots yet, but they're getting the hang of it. So we got air support. We will get additional support thanks to those guys. You will see in a bit. Okay, so energy shields. This is a shield. It will block damage and any negative effects, fire, freezing, acid, etc. Only direct damage will remove the shield. Non-damaging negative effects will have no effect. So burn damage, for instance, which occurs in the game, does not take down the shields. Alright, so now we can place our units. Now, important thing to know. Let me see, select unit. Yeah, these guys actually can freeze our units in place. So web the target, preparing to stab it. So this is worth noting. So if this is his maximum movement, he can end up here. So we're gonna put our punching mech here. You can go here, and for me a rule of thumb is to always put the artillery in the far back, so it has a wide range of movements, so it can attack most of the tiles. But since we cannot put it anywhere in here, we're gonna mark it right there. Okay, let's do it. So we got to survive for 5 turns. Okay. Let's see. Emerging enemies, and an enemy unit will emerge here next turn. You can temporarily block the block enemies from spawning, but it will damage the blocking unit. Yep. So our priority would be to get one of those, or ideally both of those guys, onto those vex spawning points. But we're gonna do that just yet. And because we can always, our moves until we attack, we can always take back our movement. So let's see, because okay, this is no, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna move you here, let up. But at the same time, this guy gets left here. Because I want to kill both of those guys, so that we have less things to worry about next turn. Okay, we can do it like this. So, new strategy. We can always use our own units to take a bit of damage. So the play would be like this: kill this one. Our artillery takes 1 damage, but it's okay. We can repair also during our turns. So we kill this guy. Okay, another one for the Rift Walkers. Yeah, damage max. Your max will automatically repair all damage after battle. If a mech is reduced to 0 health, the pilot dies and the mech is disabled for the rest of that battle. So our pilots in the left side of the screen, they will gain XP, they will get additional skills. But if our mech is destroyed during a mission, it will always come back during next battle, but it will have only the AI controlling it. So if the pilot had any skills, after he's killed, obviously those skills no longer apply. So now we clean up those guys. Or do we? No, we don't. Or we could always do it like this. We could also do it like this. Yeah, this might actually be the play. We will take off the shield, but this will push the Scorpion on the vex spawning point. So he will take 1 damage, 1 less back, and we kill the Hornet. So next turn we will have 1.5 of a vac. So we're thinking long term. Boom. Oh yeah. And burning forests. The forest on this tile took damage, turning into a fire. If a unit stands on fire, it will ignite and take damage every turn. Very, very important to know. This way you can do damage over time. And as you can see, boom, artillery. Any units that would be standing in that spot would have died. Okay, so this bow, yeah, the Vex Scion. This enemy Scion provides passive bonus to all other Vex. Killing it removes the bonus. Hold L button while hovering over the Scion to investigate its ability. So, the Scion is a flying unit, deadly threat. The weapon or environment effect on this tile. Oh yeah. So this. So basically, he is dead already, because our artillery will bomb the hell out of him. Also, as you can, where do we get it? As you can see, this is the turn order. So always the fire damage takes the first turn. Environment will be second. So any any enemy standing on these 5 tiles will die before they can get to do anything. So, what we're gonna do, we're actually going to push. You know what? Because what I'm gonna do. Oh man, you don't have enough movement. That's bad. Like really bad. Well, we could kill him just to get some XP. Yeah, I think so. Because we cannot move our combat mech in here. He will die instantly. So punching this the scorpion is out of the question. So we will have 3 Vec next turn, but is it? Yeah, it's more than manageable. So. Oh yeah, and I didn't read his ability. He was giving basically 1 more HP to all of the enemies. So he had 3, now he has 2 again. If this Scorpion would have had a 1 HP left and we would have killed the Cyan Vec, the Scorpion would have died as well. Since it was a borrowed hit point. Now, how do we proceed? Yeah, we're gonna move Nicola here. We're gonna fire to push it into the forest. Yep. So this guy is basically dead. And we block one of the spawn points, so 3 Vec next turn. Yeah, we end it. So flame damage. Boom, artillery. Okay, Scorpion. Yeah, see now he's gonna have a bit of a problem. Okay, this guy does not concern us. He's already dead. No. Okay, you get 3 hit points. But we cannot free you in a manner that does not damage us. We could do it like this. So this will push the Scorpion. We punch him, he dies. Yeah. Okay. So the Scorpion gets pushed. Combat mech finishes him off. Artillery fires at the Hornet. Hornet gets pushed into the fire. 1 damage from the fire. He's dead. He gets bumped to next year. All good. Fire. Now. Okay, webbed mech. This unit has been has been webbed. Webbed units cannot move, but they can still attack. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Boom. Alright, and our final move is this. Boom. Nice. Alright, this is our final turn. And this looks bad. Well, not as bad as I thought. Ah, man. Okay. Combat mech has to be moved. We could punch the Firefly into our cannon mech. This will kill him. This guy doesn't concern us since all we need to do is move out of the space. Artillery cannot attack the Scorpion. Or, you know what? Ah, no. Our combat mech cannot move far enough yet. Okay, moving through fire tiles does not damage us. Unless we end our movement on the fire tile, we do not take any damage from it. So... Yeah, we could do it like this. Or... Yeah. Yeah, this will be fine. Because then the cannon will push the Scorpion into the Firefly. We're all happy. Okay. Ah, nah, he's still alive. Doesn't matter. Our objective, our bonus objective has been obtained, has been acquired. Less than 3 grid damage. We took 0. Right, miss. Voila! Right, Vec are not easily defeated, yet you put them down with flying colors. Hell yeah. My compliments to the pilots. So, as you saw, we need to be taking mech damage and making and also sometimes damage our own buildings. Well, in this case, the shields, but as long as Vec are killed and we have a little bit of HP to go with for our next turns, we should always aim for killing the Vec straight away. All right. So the region got secured. This unlocked additional areas. I think this is where we're gonna go next, or maybe Restoration Center. Not yet decided on that one. Okay, so the upgrades. As you can see, we can, if we have a power core, we could allocate it in, for instance, the stats of the mech, which would increase either its health by 2 or add 1 movement. We can upgrade our Titan Fist, which would give us a dash, so any punch that we initiate moves us towards, or we could add 2 damage, which is amazing. Also, those slots for the pilots here, they are randomized with all the skills that are available, but more on that once we get to start unlocking our skills. For the Taurus cannon, pretty simple, only damage. And for the Artemis artillery, the most important upgrade is actually the buildings immune, which allows us basically to fire onto our buildings without damaging them. So as you can see in the picture there, this would allow us to push away any Vec which are targeting the building. So this attack will no longer damage buildings. Very good. And lastly, the +2 damage bot. But that's beside the point. Okay, guys, I think this will do for today's video. And I thought of it as an introductory one, so not much has happened yet. We did the tutorial, we did the first mission, but we'll be successfully taking on missions in the future videos. For now, thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you you liked the video. I hope maybe you got interested by the game itself. Personally, Into the Breach, one of my favorite games for now that I have access to, and I love playing it. And I'll be seeing you next time, okay? So take care and have a great day, okay? Bye!